Hello, welcome back to the channel. The Dystopia Man. Please like and subscribe, subscribe and like. Get your ledger, link in the description. You can also donate to the channel using Bitcoin, Cardano and Ethereum. So we're going to get straight into it. So Bitcoin has receded a bit. We're seeing it around 121, 23,000. We've got Ethereum at over 3,000. XRP has hit their coveted $3 mark. And we've got some interesting news about XRP coming up as well. So I'm really happy to see that the market is running. Hope all you guys are in profit. Don't be scared to take profits and live the life the lifestyle chips are there and meant to be used for. So let's get into it. So right now we're going to look into the XRP Rich List. So as you've seen, as the price of XRP goes up, the less you need to be in the top 10, 5, 1%. In my opinion, when it came to XRP, the best time to try and accumulate this and get in this position was when the lawsuit was on. Obviously, that's now almost completely done. The price has skyrocketed. I think we're going to see a lot more increases in price. There was an article the other day about $1,000 per XRP. I'm not going that high. I'm saying definitely between 5 and 10. If we get Jerome Powell going and the liquidity comes through to the market because we get a favourable Fed chair that's favourable of cutting interest rates, then things are going to look very good for the market. We have seen a huge amount of de-dollarization news lately. It's everywhere you look. It's almost like it's becoming common knowledge to the common normal person walking around. We see so many companies, instead of investing in the dollar, instead of investing in the fiat currencies, they're going and choosing to make Bitcoin reserves and Bitcoin treasuries. So anyway, but this is obviously an XRP video. So let's get into it. So as XRP shows bullish signs, we recently assessed how much the top addresses on the XRP Rich List would make at a certain price milestone. Notably, the crypto market is showing signs of strength, and XRP is already riding this push. Remarkably, XRP has outperformed every crypto asset within the top 10 list over the past day, including market leaders BTC and Ethereum. Now, this is a bit old, right? But we're just going to go straight down here. So as you can see here, the top 10% now is 2,487 XRP. Right, so if you got 2,000 XRP, which isn't a lot, you're now in the top 10%. But as we've seen in the video I did not long back, something like less than 50% of Americans have got $500 for an emergency. So if you haven't got $500 for an emergency, how many are going to have the amount that it's going to take to buy this amount of XRP? So if you're in that position, you're in a good place. As you can see, going up to 5% is 8,752. Or the top 4% is your 11,000. So if you manage to get in the top 4% and get that 11,000, you've done well. Especially if XRP goes to the $10 range, which we expect it to. Top 3% is a 16,000, but then when you start getting to the big boy leagues, this was the amount I actually wanted to get, and I wish I would have concentrated more on it now. But it's the 50,000, and if you want to get into the top 0.01%, then we're talking 5.75 million of XRP. And there's only 664 accounts that actually have that. But when you look at it, there's not that many people. 664,000 wallets. That's not a lot compared to the amount of people on the planet. I mean, even here, this is very rare. Your boys in between, I'm not gonna lie. I'll let you know, but your boys in between the 11 and the 16. So I'm doing nice. And a lot of it obviously depends on what price you accumulate it for. Anyway, let's move on. So, Ripple is generational wealth, says top SBI executive. So hear this. Tomoya Asakura, CEO of SBI Global Asset Management, has stated that XRP represents the wealth transfer of our generation. He emphasized its growing global adoption by banks and financial institutions, adding that its value could rise further as adoption increases. The statement comes as XRP's market capitalization surged near 170 billion following a strong price rally on Friday. The cryptocurrency traded close to $3, continuing its trend of outperforming the broader crypto market in recent weeks. As you just seen, we hit $3 today. Earlier this month, Ripple named BNY Mellon as the custodian for its RLUSD stablecoin. Asakura called the move part of an effort to build a new system for global payments using both RLUSD and XRP. This reflects Ripple's continued focus on strengthening its infrastructure. The firm has also applied for a US banking license, which Asakura suggested could lead to a rapid increase in XRP's real world usage and institutional adoption, which only makes sense. If you can't see the writing on the wall right now for this coin, like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, if they get the banking license, which they're more likely going to do, their case is gone. They have proof of the reserves and everything. Everything we're talking about here. What do you think is going to happen to the price? And then after, when the stablecoin bill comes in and all of these companies are transacting ROUSD on Ripple, that's all I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So SBI's deep ties with Ripple. So SBI remains Ripple's largest external investor, holding a 9% stake in the company through its platform SBI VC Trade and SBI Remit. The Japanese financial group facilitates XRP-based remittances and plays a role in running validator nodes on the XRP ledger. Additionally, SBI VC Trade recently teamed up with A Plus to let users convert credit card reward points into XRP. The collaboration offers new retail access to the cryptocurrency and reinforces SBI's long-term commitment to XRP-focused solutions. Now, this is what I wanted I want to keep talking about this because I genuinely think this is where the pump is going to come for the price when the ETFs go through, and we've got this all the way until October. So this is why I'm very confident this year we're more likely going to see a $4 or $5 XRP at least. So July is expected to be a key month for XRP, with several exchange traded funds ETFs awaiting decisions from US regulators. If the US Securities and Exchange Commission does not object to the pending filings deadline, by their deadline, trading could soon begin. As Crypto Potato reported, Bitwise CEO Hunter Horsley commented that Ripple might be transitioning into an XRP treasury company as interest holding the altcoin continues to grow. The market is now watching closely for regulatory updates that could further shape its role in both retail and institutional finance. So that's what I'm saying to you. Don't sleep on what's coming with this coin. People have been sleeping for years and people have missed out. I have not missed out. I have been very happy with the amount of gains that I have got. Don't sleep, people. Don't sleep. And the more I see this about XRP in Forbes, the more I think that something is going on and we are going to see the price appreciate because it's Forbes. Let's get straight into it. So so will the rally in XRP's price continue? Like I say, rich people talk to each other. You know that, right? Anyway, Ripple's XRP has surged approximately 30% over the past week, decisively breaking above its 20, 50, 100, and 200-day moving averages. This impressive rally aligns with the Bitcoin reaching new all-time highs around 121,000, generating strong momentum across the entire cryptocurrency market. Adding to the bullish sentiment, President Trump recently posted on social media tech stocks, industrial stocks, and Nasdaq hit all-time record highs, crypto through the roof. He also urged the Federal Reserve to rapidly cut interest rate, citing no inflation. We've seen that on Trueflation, it's showing that inflation is near like 1%, 1 point. I think it was 1.6 when I last looked. So yeah, we're probably looking rate cuts pretty soon. If it wasn't for the tariffs, Jerome Powell even said he would have cut if it wasn't for the tariffs. So, but we're going to see if Trump can actually get Jerome Powell out, because right now Jerome Powell, in my opinion, is the only thing standing between sensitive monetary policy and an all-out flood in the market and the dollar getting devalued like crazy. And if it does, I hope you're holding assets. I hope you're holding assets. So anyway, he also urged the Federal Reserve to rapidly cut interest rates, citing no inflation. This endorsement of cryptocurrencies and a call for aggressive monetary easing has significantly supported digital assets, with Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP all posting solid gains. Trump's remarks suggest a shift towards crypto-friendly policies and looser monetary conditions, two key factors that have historically bolstered digital asset performance. Also, check the high street. The Federal Reserve proceeds with rapid interest rate cuts. The cryptocurrency market, especially XRP, could see notable upside. This shift in policy fundamentally reshapes the investment landscape in ways that favor digital assets. Lower interest rates reduce the opportunity cost of holding assets that don't generate income, right? So this is why I always preach to people: if you want to get into crypto, learn how to generate an income from your assets, even if it's just a small amount, and then you can throw that back in. That's why I stake Atom in a Kepler wallet up here. That's why I've got staking involved with my MetaMask and all these other, and Phantom and Cardano. I'm staking Bitcoin at the moment on Kraken. There's so many things you can do to actually turn this crypto into something that's providing passive income, so you're actually generating an income and favoring from this environment. So with diminished yields on traditional investments like bonds or saving accounts, investors often pivot towards higher growth options, making cryptocurrencies more appealing. Additionally, weaker interest rates often result in a softer US dollar, enhancing the appeal of alternative stores of value. Given XRP's established role in cross-border payments, it becomes a viable dollar substitute in international transactions. XRP is especially well positioned to gain from a low rate environment due to its practical use within the financial sector. Unlike assets driven purely by speculation, XRP facilitates real time global payments, adding institutional value. As financial investors face tighter margins amid low rates, XRP's efficient payment infrastructure offers a cost saving solution. Banks and payment providers looking to preserve profitability may increasingly adopt XRP to reduce costs and improve settlement speeds. And we've seen people adopting it for treasuries as well, let's not forget that. So, moreover, XRP's recent breakout above all key moving averages signals strong technical momentum, which could intensify if favorably monetary conditions materialize. And we've got loads more. I mean, if you want me to read this full article, I'm more than happy to go through it. Let me know down in the comments, and we'll go through the full thing. I've read it. It's great information. I'll leave the link down below if you want to read it and let me know what you think. But like I'm saying, we're in Forbes, and what we're talking about in Forbes. I mean, this was from the 14th of July. So this is today. This is today, and the news that we're hearing is incredibly good. Incredibly good. Even talking about the changeover from Swift, as you see lower on. In fact, I might even make another video about that. Right, so yeah, people, don't sleep on this. Don't sleep. I think this is going to carry on until November, even maybe carrying on until next year. But like I say, don't be scared to take profits. So like and subscribe. Subscribe and like. Remember, get your ledger link in the description. You can also donate to the channel, to these wallets up here, using Bitcoin, Cardano, and Ethereum. And peace.